just go like 3 days straight without sleep and then like knock out the next day, and then I would sleep maybe 3-4 hours. So it was this like really bad cycle. So I'm actually working on like fixing it. I'm studying I'm reading the sleep solution book and like implementing all the advice and like, but you know, it's not an easy fix. But in the meantime, I would prefer to sleep because I have a full-time job. I work with 1,500 elementary age students, so I need my energy, you know what I mean? It's Unisom over the counter. Oh, okay. Is it like a kind of like those what do you call it, antihistamine, or does it have like melatonin? Is like a herbal remedy? Sorry, I don't know. I don't think I've tried Unisom. Maybe, I don't know. I've tried a bunch of over-the-counter stuff. They like the things that used to work a little bit were like the Benadryl, but then that only worked for a while, and then my body got used to it. It's pharmaceutical. Oh, okay, I see. Did that combination work for you? Beanie! Thank you. How are you, Beanie? Happy Saturday. It works for you? Does it, like, do you use that frequently, or is it just like, just occasionally when you have a sleepless night? Whoa, that's so cool. PTSD and it knocked me right out. That's really cool. Not that you had, but it's really cool that it worked for you. Yeah, especially those days where you're dealing with like PTSD, anxiety. All you want to do is just like go to bed, because then you can wake up the next day and it's like, you know, you're you know, like you've rested your body, and that's what you need, and start a new day. That's good, Beanie. What's your plan today? I used to use it frequently, but now only. Oh, okay, that's good. That's really good. So you're most of the time you're sleeping okay. Why Korea? Yeah, unlike some people like, I don't know. When I criticize Korea, they think like, oh, then you must hate it. No, Korea has a lot of great things. So the reason why I stay here is, number one, the universal healthcare is a really great healthcare system. I can go see a doctor. I go see my specialist every 3 weeks, and I get my medication, and I get to talk to the doctor, and all of that costs like less than $8. So I've also had surgeries here. My last surgery that I had to do was a total of like, including a one-night stay, was less than like $200 for a surgery. I broken a finger, went to emergency room. That without insurance, it cost me like less than $50. So I really like value that as someone who has like chronic health issues. For me, that's like something I really value. And then also, it's like really safer in Korea. Safety here compared to the US is like incomparable. So I can just walk around any time of the night, like nothing, it's fine. And then if I like lose my phone, it doesn't get stolen. It gets returned to the police, or they just leave it there until I go back and pick it up. If I lose my wallet, anything, like it's like that, you know? It's a very safe country. And then also, public transportation here is amazing. I don't have any need for a car, so I can get around the country just fine. And it's a very walkable like country. Just if I step outside my house, if I show you guys, like within 2 minutes of walking from my house, there's everything I need. There's literally there's a hospital right next to me. There's a dermatologist. There is several convenience stores. There are 2 huge department stores where I can get fresh groceries. There's a lady on the street who sells fresh veggies and produce. There's also my bank right next to my house. There's a bakery. There's there's so many things that I'm probably forgetting, like real estate agency. Like there's everything within like 5 minutes of walking. I don't even have to go far to get everything that I need. And then they have really fast delivery system in Korea. So if I like order something, if I'm too lazy to go out and walk for like 2 minutes, I can just order something and it's at my doorstep the next day, like by the dawn of next day. So these are like the main reasons I really love Korea. And also most of the Korean people I met are very kind, very welcoming, very hospitable. So yeah. Hi Spooderman. Hi Tiger. Sam, I mean in the US there's a chance you'll get hit by a stray bullet while getting a cab. Exactly. Like I just hated that feeling that like every time I would go outside when I was in America, the first thing I would like if I wanted to go grocery shopping or watch a movie, like the first thing that would come to my mind is like, oh, I hope I don't get shot today. Like I hope there's no one who's no crazy shooter wherever I go, you know? And like living in a country where I literally don't have to worry about that, it's so freeing. Like it's so peaceful, you know? I value that. More than money, more than climbing corporate ladder, more than all that stuff. I value my safety, my healthcare, and my and also like walkable cities and having everything near me, access to fresh fruits and vegetables, access to healthcare. Everything is like there, you know? So Korea is a great country, but there's a lot of toxic things that they really need to work on. It doesn't mean I hate the country. I love the country. That's why I moved here. That's why I've been here for the last 4 years. Mikey! How are you? I haven't talked to you in my lives in so long. Sooner or later you have to miss. Yeah, there's times, Miss Johnson, where I do miss like certain things about America, but not enough to want to go back there to live. Life is just too good here for me. Like I can't lie about that. Are there hard parts? Of course, but they kind of like don't compare it to the hard stuff I was going through in America. My apartment deposit was $5,000. Less, well, I say 5,000, but really like if you, with the currency exchange rate, it was like around 4,000 US dollars. That was my deposit. And then my monthly rent is, so if I combine all the rent and utilities and everything like that, every month I was paying like roughly like just roughly $500 a month. That's what I pay. So the rest of my paycheck is, by the way, and my job covers my rent. So they give me roughly $400 for that. So what I really pay for my rent on top of it is just like an extra $100. So cost of living is another reason why I stay here. Not my country anymore. I feel you, Mikey. It's a sad state of affairs. I love America. I just feel sad that it's not the country that it says it is and that it promised to be. Collapsed before it was founded. Yeah, there's a deposit. Was there a deposit without monthly rent? Yeah, so this is the third place that I stayed in Korea. The last two places that I lived in did not have any deposit, and the last place my monthly rent was $250 roughly, and then if I include all the utility, it really wasn't much utilities. I would say less than 400 USD, like on average. And then the place before that also didn't have a deposit. And that was like, I think around the same cost. So there's places here without deposit, but nowadays I think if you want, especially if you want to live like in Seoul in the